Good morning, everyone. Quick trade recap on one of the trades that I took today. About an hour ago, was taken, no, more than an hour ago. Took it, yeah, about it, exactly an hour ago. Uh, Took it after London Open. The trade is coming from the yen interest rate. As you've heard me talk multiple times, that a major news event, especially the one like interest rate, is the price is more likely to uh, follow what it does initially more often than not. That is why I wanted to get in on this trade. I did get in on this trade, but it just took me out about 15 minutes ago. The spike that happened on pounds, no, yens too, basically, took me out. This could be that stop loss hunt or, grabbing liquidity or whatever, manipulation. It could be that. Not saying it is 100%, so if I'm not re-attempting this, as you can see. I'm just making the video right now. I'm not gonna take another attempt on it because it's not making a lot of sense to me in terms of higher time frame at this point in time. But I'm gonna show you guys that uh, at times there's also a bit of luck that needs to be on your side when it comes to trading. Of course, money management and cutting your losses, that's entirely in your hand. But so that's what separates this from gambling, right? You have money management, if you're disciplined, but of course in any business that you get into, of course your hard work is going to matter, of course your knowledge of the business is going to matter, but you're going to need a bit of luck on your side too. Not every day, but maybe some of the days, right? So I'm going to explain why the trade was taken, and then I'll show you something very interesting. uh, we'll get into it just in a couple of minutes. So the reason why I took this trade is because all of these buys are coming from yen interest rate that happened at 8:35 or 8:30 my time. 8:35, yeah. Yen interest rate. There was also Australian dollar interest rate, and if you've seen the analysis that was done on Australian dollar and and yen and New Zealand dollar on uh, Sunday, you would know that we were looking for Australian dollar weakness. That did come in, but no entries in that so far. Probably will set up for something during New York or tomorrow with dollar interest rate. We'll see. Uh, so the reason why I took this trade is because all of these buys are coming from yen interest rate, and I was expecting the price to continue to go higher with this buyer going all the way up to there, price shooting down, not going anywhere, and then for anyone who gets in on the buys as the price is coming down all the way, stop losses below this, the stop losses get taken out, people turning to the wrong side into the markets. And in the process of all of this lower high, lower low sequence, where this held, put in the lower low, pulled back, put in the lower low, pulled back, a lower low, and then the buyer comes back up, all goes all the way up to there. If you take a look at this, this is where I was watching the markets, even on a lower time frame, as on 15 seconds it started to, let me get rid of all of these brushes. What? Oh, okay, all right, one more time, we go. Okay. uh, So you can see that in the process of this lower high, lower low sequence, this is where the sell happens, goes all the way down to there, tries to hold, cannot hold, comes back up, holds, goes higher high, price tests all the way down. Uh, in the process of this testing, there is a little bit of a pause in there, so I was waiting for the price to go through this. As the price goes through this is where the entry was taken, stop loss right below. Of course, this is my buyer. The price should not go lower than this. Now, as the price started to go higher, and then it started to go sideways, as it went sideways and it broke higher, I moved my stop loss to break even. And it did its thing. I was expecting it would continue to go from here, but then a spike came in, took me out, then went all the way up to there, and now it's again down here. So it could pull back deeper. It's not like it has to go right now. Could pull back deeper into hereabouts and then go, right? So we'll wait for it. But what I want to show you guys is the exact same price action. When I talked about luck being on your side a little bit, not every day, but maybe some of the days. So this exact price action on a different yen pair. Let's put them side by side. Take a look. So, oh no, this is the exact same price action, but there is one that is, basically uncanny. This. If you put them side by side, Swiss franc yen and pound yen. So Swiss franc, for some reason, God knows what, because there is nothing on the economic calendar at the moment. Swiss franc, for whatever reason, has gotten really strong. So there's probably Swiss franc interest rate tomorrow. Let's take a look. Nope, maybe day after. There is Swiss franc interest rate, probably day after. We'll, not wasting time getting into that. So here's what I wanted to show you guys. This is so interesting. The price action. So this buyer all the way up to there, this buyer all the way up to here, pull back, return of the buyer with a question mark, return of the buyer with a question mark, entries, price all the way up to there, price has taken me out at break even. So it's exactly the same price action up until this point, where this is going higher, this is still coming lower. The reason why is, of course, because Swiss franc for some reason got really, really strong. But again, it is what it is. So I'm not being impatient. I'm not being what name should I give it? Impatient is correct, I think. I'm not taking another attempt on it for now. I'm gonna wait for the price to come lower. Anyway, this was the recap on the trade that I took. Did not make any money off of it. Maybe lost a little bit because of how strong it came down. Got a little bit of slippage, and maybe about 0.1% of my total equity was lost in this. So I'm not really considering this as a loss. Anyway, cheers, guys. Stay tuned for more.